You are now listening to the Highly Evolved Podcast with your host, Safan. Transmission will commence momentarily.
How you guys doing? My name is Fun. You can find me on gab.ai on Twitter, and like, share, subscribe. Word of advice: if you're a Democratic liberal, please turn on my channel. And if you don't, you will be offended. I'm sorry, but let's proceed. All right. In this episode, I want to talk about William Barr coming out saying there might be spying happen in the 2016 election. All right, this didn't go well with the established Democrat who believed that all these narrative of spying that Trump said this came out of nowhere, that he believed that was spying upon the last administration, the last campaign, and all these people, the established Democrats and established rhinos, all the stuff saying that it's nothing but conspiracy theorists, right? Now when William Barr came out of nowhere say there might be spying, and this congresswoman say, you don't believe it's actually spying, right? Then he said he pressed forward. Yeah. He think there is spying, and that totally shattered all their narrative, right? Because when Trump said this, they thought it was all conspiracy theories, right? Until somebody with respective background like William Barr came out of nowhere and backed up Donald Trump, then suddenly it became serious, right? They shattered a whole bubble, right? It shattered a whole illusion. And then what happened? Mainstream media come out of nowhere, start bashing William Barr, saying all these stuff, with all their claims, right? It totally shattered their narrative. All this time, these liberal Democrats try to say this thing never exists. It's all conspiracy theories, right? It's all conspiracy theory. Donald Trump's making this up. What kind of administration would ever do this, right? You know what kind of minister would actually do this? Barack Obama, right? How do you think they found out that Manafort, right? I forgot his first name. Manafort, right? Was found out all these stuff. Why you think he got indicted, right? It's because they were spying on him. They found out all this information. And how did and who initiated the spying? Right? And they say there's no spying. If there's no spying, how did Tom Manafort got indicted? There's got to be some kind of spying involved, right? And now they want to say, oh, this is completely unrelated, all right? So it shows you what the Democrats are right now. Look, if anything doesn't benefit them, they start doing all these stuff, try to disprove their narrative, right? This is not within their narrative. They think that William Barr will be on the side, but William Barr is there to serve the people and the president. Right, the people vote for the president, and therefore William Barr works for the people, not work for these congressional hypocrites, right? And now they come out of nowhere, start attacking William Barr for this, right? The Democrats have lost complete control of everything, right? They don't have no leadership, right? In this year election, they're gonna have 20 some odds candidate come out of nowhere. When you have this much candidate, it shows you that you have no leadership. All right, you have no leadership and no structure within their own party. All right, and they want to do all these crazy stuff, having illegal to vote in election, right? This if their vote doesn't come to their way, they want to jump automatically to the popular vote, right? What's funny in this election is that I think Donald Trump gonna win the popular vote and the electoral college, right? It's just sweet justice if that does happen, right? There's all these fringe minorities of the Democratic Party. You know, they're fractured, right? There's moderate Democrats, there's progressive, there's Democrat socialists. Like, how are you supposed to resonate with everybody when there's so much fracture within your own party? It just doesn't understand. I don't understand that, right? How do you have a cohesive unit if everybody have different ideology within your party? Right? Look at the Republican. I'm not saying I'm Republican, right? I'm independent, but at least they're more structured, more unison, right? They don't believe in abortion. They believe in gun rights. They believe in low taxes. At least the majority of Republicans believe that. All right? They share the same kind of concept and ideology, except for the rhinos, I gotta say. The rhinos are scums. But anyway, the majority of them have the same kind of principle. The Democrat, they don't have no principle. However you say it. All right? They're not going to win this election, right? Donald Trump's going to win it with a landslide. They're coming out with illegal voting, illegal running for what's that thing called in California? They have this bill that allow illegal to run for Congress or run for state senate or whatever it is. That's ridiculous. What kind of civilized society are we living here? We allowed people who aren't civilized to run for office. All right, how the hell are you gonna be a person of law when you're breaking the law? I don't understand. How the hell you're a legal immigrant, which by fault breaking the law, run for a civil office that advocate the law? It's contradictory. It doesn't make any sense. Okay, and now they wanna badmouth William Barr because he think there might be spying. All right, William Barr is a reasonable person. He got common sense. He wouldn't come out saying all these stuff if you don't find all the evidence to be true. All right, he had to find all the evidence, and apparently he found the evidence that there might be spying going on. That's why he said it, and he unequivocally said it too. The one of the congresswomen tell him that you don't want to think like that, do you? And he said, yeah, I think so. I think they're spying. That's what he said. But they're I'm sorry if I'm mumbling like that. Okay. Let me start over. Okay. They're like chicken with their head cut off. Okay. They're like chicken with their head cut off because it totally shattered their illusion. They're perpetuating that there's no such thing as a conspiracy. Right? What these leftists don't know is that some conspiracy are proven to be true. All right, and they try to disprove conspiracy. I don't like to use the conspiracy theorists because it's been bastardized, right? I like to use the word conspiracy analysts, right? They like to make people who analyze conspiracy crazy, which is totally dismissive, right? If I was a seismograph, right, seismologist, I said this pattern, a wave, or a predictive means of there's an earthquake coming, right? And they don't want to believe me. They say I'm conspiracy. That's a conspiracy theorist. When I'm a scientist telling that this thing is gonna happen, and next thing you know, earthquake happens. All right, that's what happened. You would dismiss all this stuff. You want to dismiss. That might be a wrong or a bad way of explaining things. But I'm just saying, if a person says something, you might not want to be dismissive because it might be true. All right, that's the thing. What conspiracy analysts are. They tell you that this might occur, and when it occurred, you try to dismiss them. Okay, but I might not explain it right, but I hope you guys get the gist of it. You know, but the point is it's totally dismissive when it's wrong to dismiss a person because the thing that they're saying might come out to be true. And when it does come out to be true, you look like you're stupid. All right? That's what it is. And these Democrats, socialists, whatever, they think that everything that we're saying is conspiracy theory when somebody of authoritative figure say that it might be true, and now they're denying. They're in complete denial of this whole situation. Okay, but yeah, the Democrats, they're losing it. Their lids has been popped off. Okay, their whole narrative of what's going on. At first they said there was no crisis at the border. Then it turned out to be a crisis. Now they had to backpedal on their word. Now there is a crisis. But yeah, the Democrats losing it. 2016 is going to be a landslide. I'm predicting. I'm not saying I'm right or wrong, but I'm predicting it's going to be a landslide. But let me know if you agree. You think the Democrats have lost their minds? You think Donald Trump administration has been spied on during the 2016 election? If you disagree of what I'm saying, please leave a comment below. And if you're a Democrat, liberal, please turn on my channel. If you don't support it, try to have an open mind if you do. I'm not saying you cannot watch this, but if you don't be offended, turn my channel off. And on that note, let me know you agree. Like, share, subscribe. I'm unmonetized. I'm unmonetized, so let's say this. I'm unscripted, unrehearsed, and unedited. That means I'm not bound by anything. Follow me on Twitter and gab.ai. And on that note, guys, you guys have a good day, and I'll see you guys in the next episode of a Highly Evolved Podcast. Peace.